Welcome back to the channel, guys. Good morning. We are back out here with the Type RA project you guys were just watching, and I did cheat on you guys a little bit. So last night I told you we were going to continue working on this thing, and me and Josh started working away at this thing, and we got pretty far. So let's take a look how this thing looks. It's looking so good, guys. I can't wait. Let's take a look at how good this looks, guys. I really do like the red that they picked for this AMS. It's a nice kind of matte, almost matching the factory style red. It really does look very good. I wish that the parent was closer to that. The parent's almost more orange. This red just looks so good, but they all go good together. We got everything together. I even got everything on the bottom of the intake manifold all set up there. That's our AM 5-bar map sensor, and we have all our vacuum lines all set up for this thing. Obviously you can see they're all ran up here, which we're still going to be working with this thing. Also, the best way to do this is to get an I-wire, which you'll see his name there, I-wire throttle body extension harness here, and obviously that was not plugged on there. I just sat that there, and the reason being is because with the engine harness in here, it makes it pretty difficult to get it all the way back there, and it puts a lot of stress on that plug. So when you extend it, obviously we have just tons of room here. There is no stress on it. We'll never have an issue with it. So that is the correct way to do it. And yes, guys, I do know there is going to be some wind today, so I apologize if that's in the video. Now, I told you guys I'd keep you updated on the shop and what's going on with that. Today, this morning, I put in the application for the shop. So fingers crossed, guys, that we get that shop. They are still being built. He said mid-September, but I'm going to say it's going to be the 1st of October to mid-October, just with seeing how things are going with construction. I think it's probably going to be delayed, guys. So let's, fingers crossed, guys. Everyone, please, let's have our fingers crossed, and hopefully we can get in there soon to get out of this damn wind so you guys don't have to hear this anymore. So like I said, we made such good progress on this thing last night. The intake manifolds does need to still be bolted down the rest of the way. I think it's still loose. And as you can tell, we have the whole engine harness in the car. Everything is all plugged in and done. We just have obviously our miscellaneous vacuum lines for like our wastegate to be hooked up, all our vacuum lines for our intake manifold to be hooked up. I still need to hook up like the fuel lines on there. They're in there, but they're just sitting there. So, you know, we have a good bit to do today. And today is going to be the day we tackle the front mount, guys. So today is the day that the poor RA girl is going to get cut up. Now, not terrible. We're just cutting the bumper up a little bit, get that better airflow. Looks much better. And for those of you wondering what we mean by cut the bumper up, I'm going to show you on gray. I think this is the best look, best bumper cut there is. Now, we have found, as you guys have seen, we have bigger bumper cuts for when we need to make more power to get more airflow. But if you take a look here, oh nice, look, I got a freaking exhaust gasket out here. It's like Gray already knows we're taking our exhaust. You can tell it's the cleanest look when it comes to it. Keeping these side panel pieces there, and the 5 inches really do fill them out so good. One day we'll come back to toothless over here. For now, she can be a bitch and be out here. So, oh, another update. I told you guys we are taking the exhaust from Gray. I did order the exhaust for the RA, and this time, now Justin, I know you're watching this and you're gonna be happy. I went with the AWE touring exhaust because it sounded so good on Justin's car, and I wanted to try something different for once, because we always use the Q300, and it's one of the best exhausts on the market, to be honest. For daily driver, no drone and sound, they are just the best. You guys are seeing last night, I didn't show, the wife finished up putting the Subi Speed taillights on this thing. Some will like it, some won't. I think it looks really clean on the black, because obviously black with black goes really well. We've always liked these taillights. One of the very few small subtle hot boy things that we do. And then it looks like she already put one of our stickers on there. Those can be had on our website as well. For any of you that are interested, it's linked down below in the description. So you guys are not gonna believe this. All this dang wind, I know. I think hell has froze over, guys, and Justin's gonna laugh when he sees this because he knows how much I hate these things. And I got one of these stupid under shields for the car. I freaking hate these things. I hate working with them, but you know what? We want to keep that ETS header as nice as we can for as long as we can, and they do really help, guys. It's just, I'm not a fan. And the factory ones, we end up freaking trying to catch them on fire like we did on All Series Gray way back on the dyno. The whole damn thing was almost on fire underneath it because we left the OEM one on it. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend that. So, like I said, we're going to try to keep this nice ETS header looking that way for a long time. So, we did that, and I got a mystical creature now. These things are getting super hard to find. Bam! This is the one that was on the setup. Obviously, you know. That's what we needed. Less back pressure, all the power for what I'm trying to do. So, this car is a track car, only driven in Mexico, obviously, and raced in Mexico. So, that's why we have that. And we are gonna get started for today, finally, now that I talked your ear off. So, what are we gonna do today? Like I said, we're gonna be doing the front mount. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the bumper pulled off, get the crash beam off there, get our frame supports over on the sides off, and get our intercooler core mounted up on this thing. So let's go ahead and do that.
All the doubters, to those who don't believe, this is the hour. You'll see that we'll make ladders out of obstacles and stepping stones from roadblocks. Slip over the lines to say we won't cross. We'll shake hands like they're nothing. They won't see us coming. Scale all of the walls they built to hold us.
Well, all that progress last night wasn't really progress because we needed to pull the intake manifold back off because I needed to actually rotate the housing of the turbo. It looked like it had gotten pulled up, so I went ahead and got that rotated back down. It's nice and flat now. Intercooler pipe on this whole side is all done and on, and that would have been a pure pain with that thing on. So we went ahead and just pulled that thing off. She's got tails hanging around, and then I'll get that thing swapped back on. I'm going to switch the injectors out for those ID2000s before we put the thing back on. And then once we get that thing put back on, I mean, we're getting pretty close. We got the downpipe already on, as you can see back there. I still have, this is flex fuel wiring I got to tie up and do, but this thing is coming together. We're gonna go grab some lunch and we'll continue on with this project. Now that I'm back from lunch, guys, let's do an update. I've been working on this thing for probably about the last half hour to an hour, and we are making some good progress. Intake manifold is 100% bolted on the car, ready to go, and pretty much this whole side of the car is pretty much done and ready to go as well. So we got our intercooler pipe obviously on. You saw that earlier. Everything's tight there, so now we can actually move along to putting our intake on. I was just buttoning up some of our AOS lines and obviously our breather system here, so just making sure that everything's good to go there, tidying up some of the wiring. Everything is looking awesome, guys. I'm really happy with how this is looking. Also, you guys may have noticed or not that Anthony, he has a red tile blow valve, and he gave us permission that we can use that for the time being until we can get a new one, or his car is finished up. So we're going to be running his for right now. Thank you, Anthony, always for your support. We can go ahead and throw that blow valve on this thing so we don't look like a freaking clown when you guys see us in Seattle this weekend. So that is a big relief, and it's going to complete this thing. So obviously we need to get another one ordered, and hopefully it's in stock, because I know it's been pretty big back orders right now, national back order of tile on several colors and several different things. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Otherwise we'll be run it in the meantime, and then we'll get one in the meantime as well. So like I said, this thing is pretty much together at this point. We got our boost control solenoid all mounted up as usual. I put it over here away from the heat. That thing's all mounted up, everything's ready to go. Downpipe's already on like I showed you guys. Now I'm just going through and hooking up some of our vacuum system. This is going to be a blow-off valve, which obviously, unless we're trying to mount the damn thing out of the hood, this is going to be too long. I got our line right here. This is a nice high quality line for our brake booster, because well, if we lose that, we're going to salvage title of this. So we're going to need some brakes. So I'm going to connect the line. Don't take just this line off, guys, because it does have a little pill right here, and that allows it to keep vacuum in the system, obviously, for, you know, when you go into the good old boost. So definitely I wouldn't take it off, guys. I'm just drawing a blank right now of what that's called. I'm sure someone will comment down below what it is, why a one-way check valve or one-way valve is in there. I think it's even a different name, but anyways, you guys get the idea. There's a valve in here that will not allow boost to go into our master cylinder and blow that thing to pieces. So we'll be connecting this to this line here. I got a fuel line here I got to connect up, and then obviously we can start to get this side of the intercooler piping on. After that, guys, we can start getting this fuel pump system all taken care of. The Walbro 450 I have is in a stock hanger. No, I am not going to be showing you guys how to do that or to do it, because it's not the correct way. The correct way would be to buy a Visconti kit or a Radium kit, which I know they're on national back order right now. You guys have heard us in the background say that we have a way that we put a Walbro 450 in a stock hanger, and I know tons of you have commented down below. Even though I've said that's just a personal item, that's not something I offer to customers. It's just not the right way to do it, guys, but it does work, and we have proven several revisions later that it can be reliable and work. So I'm gonna have that in this thing. It's already in the hanger ready to go. Thanks from Alex. I'm gonna be taking that from him. We're gonna put it in here. He has a double pump Radium hanger in that car now, so I've just had it in the background. He went ahead and gave it to me when we pulled it out. So thank you, Alex. You kind of saved yourself there with all the tools missing and beat your ass, but now I might give you a hug. Now we got that fuel pump hanger, and then we have to relay it, because anything over an factory size pump there, like an AM 340 and less, we could just run factory wiring. So hopefully I don't confuse you there. Anything that's like a Walbro 450, a Walbro 525 or bigger in the factory tank will need to be hardwired and relayed, guys. That's a big thing in this industry. You cannot put those in there and just run your factory wiring. I don't want to see any of you burn your cars to the ground, and that is quite a possibility if you do run your factory wiring in there with a Walbro 450 or Walbro 525 or bigger. So just know that, guys. Definitely, if you're looking into it, get a relay kit. You can go over to Radium's website, pick up one of our DIY kits, which is what we have, and it is super straightforward and easy. So we're gonna tackle that after I get this all taken care of up here. I already have the ID 2000s in this thing, and I already have a map loaded for this thing. So we are making some good progress. The wiring is gonna take a bit, guys. It's not fun to get that through the firewall. I'm sure some of you are gonna ask, where do you put your wires through the firewall? Some will put it over here for the big grommet. I put mine through this grommet right here. It actually comes out right above your throttle pedal assembly, and I can run it up the dash and down the driver's side and back. So that's gonna be really tough to show you guys. If I can, I will, but that gives you a gist and an idea of that, of how to do that. But I'm gonna get going on this thing, get some progress. Oh, we need to cut the front bumper too. So we have our intercooler, obviously, beautiful, mounted, but we need to cut our bumper so we can put that back on. So let's get this thing done. All right, just checking in with you guys, and I'm gonna show you actually this wiring. So what I like to do is I like to take and mount my relay to the fuse box. Makes it look really clean, guys. And just be careful when you're putting a screw in right there, because underneath here there actually is another relay that it will touch. So if you don't put it over far enough, this won't go back on. So make sure to check that. I'm sure some of you are catching this, this is not on all the way. That's because we need to set fuel pressure, so I just have that barely sitting there. But we have our line ran, we have our brake booster line ran. Everything's pretty much just laid out. This is still the blow-off valve line, but running this wire through, you can see here, I run it through, it goes back, goes into the factory grommet back there. Then I'm going to show you guys when we move into the inside of the car, and I have the light down here to show you. So what we're going to be doing here, I like to run the black wire out there. I'm going to go ahead and run this back, and then I'll connect the red. So I know some of you probably don't like that, because you want to know what color wire is running through, if it's power or ground. The wiring gurus probably don't like it, but it's my own personal car, and this is the way I like to do it, because I like having a black wire in engine bay without having to put loom over it. So if you put a red wire, you can put loom over it, so forth, so forth. But what we have here, obviously, our wire, this is coming down. Now if we look up here, you can see, now I'm going to try to move, like I said, this is really hard to show, but I'm going to grab the wire here, and right above your gas pedal is where it comes in. So you can see the wire, and it's literally right there. So it comes in right behind it. I don't run it through that hole there. I run it to the side and run it up along the top, and then it comes out over on the side over here. Then I'm gonna run it behind the fuse box here and down into this kick panel. So I'm gonna start doing that, and then once I get that pretty much done, I'll show you guys. I'll leave the kick panels off and show you how I run it. And it's a really clean way, really easy way to do it. but it's just time consuming. As always, guys, you're wiring and hiding the wiring, just time consuming. But I'm really excited with how the engine bay is going right now, because I am in the finishing touches. Now that I have that wire through there, I can go ahead and get this intercooler pipe on. We can get this battery back in. I can get our wire hooked up. Obviously leave our ground off for now, especially since we're working with wiring. And then pretty much the whole engine bay is done from there, guys. And I still need to cut the bumper out so that we can get the bumper on. But guys, we're coming at the end of this. I still need the exhaust off gray. I really wish I didn't have to pull it off, because I did order that new exhaust this morning, but there's no way it's going to get here obviously in time before racing, which is, today is Thursday, tomorrow being Friday. It's not coming in a day, and if I wanted it to come in a day, it'd be about $1 million. So I have to take this exhaust off this car. We have a stock mid pipe that's going to choke us down, and we need all the flow we're going to get to be able to do what I want to do and to do it right. So we need to put the Q300 on here. I will be pulling that off. That definitely is not going to be fun, but that's some of the last steps. So we're definitely coming near the end here. I still need to drop the fuel hanger in the fuel tank, and we need to wire our relay. So today, being this is about 6 o'clock now, spent a good portion of the day on it. Today's been a really busy day, going through trying to catch up on some emails, you know, get the video up for you guys. As you saw, it came out late. That was because it was a long video, and I wrapped up around 2 a.m. editing that video. So definitely on the tired side. Got up early this morning, about 6 a.m. and started getting everything taken care of. Customer updates went out a little bit early because we're going to be racing, so everybody's been updated right now on their project and their builds. So that was all that's cleared out of the schedule. We had to order several short blocks and parts. You guys have been awesome on the website. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. The website definitely is helping us be able to get towards our goal of having the shop, guys. So if you guys want to support, definitely check out our website in the description. And for those of you that already have, thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna continue on this thing, hopefully maybe first start tonight, but I don't know. It might end up being tomorrow morning, because it does get dark around 8 now. It's getting to be fall, unfortunately. So let me get this battery in, get the bumper cut, get that wire in, and then I'll show you guys that.
They may be blind to me, just wait and see. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. To all the haters, those filled with jealousy, the naysayers, payers for the fee. But we'll make ladders out of obstacles and stepping stones from roadblocks. Sleep over the lines that say we won't cross. We'll shake hands like they're nothing. They won't see us coming. Scale all of the walls.
Dang it. I was trying to have this damn bumper on before the wife got home, and of course she just pulled up and I don't got no bumper on. But I got the bumper pieces trimmed out here so I can keep these, and as you guys just saw there, we got the bumper all the way trimmed out. I like to use a razor blade and coming in here, and I razor blade these seams flat, and you're not going to see those anyways because we have the intercooler there. And then jumping over on the back side, you can see I have cut a nice flat straight line across the top. Makes this thing really easy. This thing will pop back in, and let's get this reaction of the wife V2 today. Guarantee, she says, it looks the same as you sent me the picture last night. Right, when we had the intake manifold on. Then I had to pull this whole thing all the way to freaking part. So, as soon as she gets over here, I don't know what the hell she's doing. Enjoying life over there. And then I'll show you her reaction. I was trying to have the bumper on before you got home. Well, I mean, the bumper's right there.
Oh. Looks good over there.
Yeah, looks much better cut out. You want to see? She got to take in all her work attire. I don't know if she's coming right back out or not. Get your opinion here.
It's not a daily anymore.
What? Perfect daily.
Loud daily.
Well, it was going to be this way anyways, bud. Oh,
Not
Bob?
right away.
He's just going to have to deal with it. It's life. But, what do you think? Ooh.
She's pretty.
Even though you don't like red.
I know. Have you started her yet?
What? No, I haven't got that far, bud.
This is how it looked last night.
I freaking told you guys. I called it. Well, see, pal, I had to take the whole top of the motor apart today
Why?
because the turbo must have got readjusted or reclocked when he was pulling the kit off, so I had to pull everything back apart. So, yes and no, this is how it looked last night. Now, it's truly together, and look at our nice intake system. Looks so nice. With our black pipe in there and everything, all of it matches. Ish. Just
Different
a couple
colors,
different
red.
shades. You know, if every freaking person that makes red pieces could match their own, that'd be great. But, you know what? To the untrained eye, it looks pretty good. I gotta finish cutting out our deal up here.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, I got stuck over here because I went where the fins are, so I'm gonna have to cut that across that line there. But the best part about it is the hood's not gonna close. That's what the best part about this is. Everything's gonna be in my way. But if you don't do this over time, it will actually wear into the coating of the AMS, and our AMS will not look so pretty. So if we close the hood here and you go down, you still keep the fins, but it won't touch the AMS. So that's the right way to do it. Most just take it all the way out. Then you just see a big hole. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make this dailyable, pal.
It's not dailyable.
Okay, probably gonna blow this shit up this weekend anyways.
Oh my god.
Not really sure yet.
Hopefully not. I thought we were driving it home.
Yeah, we're gonna drive it there and drive it home. She knows how I am. I have faith, perfect faith. Oh girl, she's gonna come home, okay?
Hopefully.
Just probably on a trailer. No, we need to trap 123 miles an hour or faster.
Good luck.
Well, we're gonna take this thing and oh, I'm not gonna spoil it. You're gonna have to find out. But I'm gonna get this bumper thrown on here, show you guys, and get this intercooler pipe on. And from there, I mean, we're pretty much done in the engine bay.
Did you show them the pre-tail lights?
I did. I went ahead and showed them your hard part-time work.
Oh,
Whoa. Yep, they're on. What do you think?
needs washed.
Well, I haven't got to that part yet. I'm pretty mad that I got to pull the exhaust off gray when I ordered an exhaust, because this will blow the car up. Too much back pressure, guys. Too small pipe, and where I'm trying to go, this exhaust is not trying to go. So
Are they gonna let you race without a plate?
we'll bring Grace plate.
Oh my god.
Same shit, different car. We could bring VA. Oh, VA doesn't have a plate. It does. It's fake. Not see, we're good. Golden.
Just want
Fine.
Sure.
We'll bring a spare. Anybody got a black STI that has a plate?
Oh my god.
Because we might need it.
Carrie does.
Carrie does. Okay, I'm getting back to work. I'd like to get in before 2 a.m. tonight. That'd be great. Or I should say go to bed before 2 a.m. Got in around 12:30, 12. And then had to edit that video forever. So I'm going to keep on going. Hopefully we'll have this thing ready for startup. Like I said, probably not tonight, probably tomorrow, but we'll see. Before it gets too dark, I'm going to go ahead and end it out here for tonight, because you guys won't be able to see if I continue on and don't end this out for you. But pretty much the whole entire engine bay is all finished up. Everything is underneath the car finished up as well. The things that we have left to do is we need to change the oil, we need to put the undershield on, and we need to do a relay back to the fuel pump, put the fuel pump painter in, and put the cap back on. So we do have several things that we need to do still, but this thing is coming together really good. Looks so good now, having that bumper cut on there and front of the car all back together. All the intercooler piping is on here as well now. Blow off valves all hooked up. So thank you, Anthony. Went ahead and just threw that on for the time being, as you guys heard. And yeah, everything's all together. So this thing is looking good, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead, end it out here, and start editing this video so I can get to bed at a decent time tonight from last night. I'm pretty beat. So I'll see you guys in the morning.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living life up in the fast lane. Life, though you lemons, you just put them in Coronas, Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus, the bonus, the bonus. Ain't no thoughts about tomorrow, I'm just living in the moment, the moment, the moment. Full tank of gas and 200 on the dash, bitch, I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning, fast lane. Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground.